So the two things that we want you to understand is that things are always in the process of becoming. And the most important part of that is you want to tune yourself to the becoming of it, because if you are someone who needs something to happen before you let yourself have a good feeling response to it, to be happy or excited for yourself or someone else, then you miss so much of the fun of the process. Because do you know that most of who you are and most of what you want as a result of this life experience that you are right now smack dab in the middle of, most of your creation has not come to full manifestation. In fact, most of your creation never will have mostly come to physical manifestation, because there's so much that is in the making all the time. So if you could understand that there is this pipeline of energy, vibration, thought that is in the process of becoming, and you could understand yourself, you're not just somebody sitting back and observing what's becoming. You are the creator of what is becoming, and this is how, and this is why. As you came into this physical body, not all of you came. A large part of you remained non-physically focused. Sometimes humans call that part of you your soul or your source. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's just important that you understand that there is a part of you who is non-physically focused, who is looking at broader view, who understands who you are in ways that you can't ever quite understand. So this larger non-physical part of you didn't come with you, but is aware of you all the time, and is with you all the time, and is thinking about what you're thinking about all the time, but having different emotional, meaning vibrational responses to whatever it is you're giving your attention to. Now stay with us a little bit, because this is going to help you to understand some things that you haven't understood until maybe right now. So this non-physical part of you is aware of you, but here you are in all of this glorious manifestation, just like you knew you would be. You came with all of these vibrational translators so that you could observe and take in your physical environment, so that you could bounce off of what it is, so that you could have your experience among others who are having their experience, so that you could collectively have enough variety of experiences that you could all choose what you prefer. Because you didn't all come with the same intentions. You didn't all come with the same non-physical purpose. You didn't all come wanting exactly the same experience. But you did all come knowing that you would be with a lot of others, and that you would all be asking for different things, and that in the asking it would be given every single time. You knew that. You knew that so clearly. So here you are in your physical body, sifting and sorting, knowing what you don't want, so therefore knowing what you do want. And this is the way that you decipher from this mix of experience, from this mix of vibration, and yes, from this mix of manifestation. This is how you carve out your creative experience. We want you to know something that you don't really know, and that is that the reality that you call real life right now here on planet Earth, this moment in time that you want to call now, we want to call it past. But you want to call it now, and here it comes again, and here it comes again, and here it comes again. But there it went again, there it went again, there it went again. Well, here it comes again, here it comes again, here it comes again, but there it went, there it went, there it went. This now that you are really enamored with, and we don't blame you, there's so much to see and hear and smell and taste and touch. It's just the most delicious place, and you knew it would be. And we're all right here with you, enjoying the pleasure that you're getting from your manifestation. But the manifestation, you can't hear this quite yet the way we know it to be, but we're going to keep saying it to you until you know it to be in the way that we know it to be. This manifestation that you all love so much, and we do too, this manifestation is really only just a brief moment in time, because there's so much more in the becoming of it. And if we could get you focused on, thrilled with the feeling of the creation of it rather than the finished of it, then you would begin to living in the way that you've intended to live. It would be like saying, oh, this magnificent sculpture that I have made, this is my life's work. And your friends say, what are you working on now? Nothing. I did that. I did that, and it is so beautiful. I did that. Yeah, now what are you doing? Nothing. I did that. I did that. I did that. We're not making fun of you. we're making fun of the dumb things you do. We are acknowledging that you are hung up on the manifestations and really sort of bored with them, because that's not where the juice is. The juice is in the becoming. The juice is in the idea that you're holding active even though it hasn't manifested, and the ideas that will join it, that will thrill you as they come, and the rendezvous with others with ideas that will join you, and the exponential expansion of ideas that will come as a result of that, and the energy that creates worlds pouring through it, and the law of attraction's response to these vibrations that you're offering, and the cooperative components coming into view, and the bigger that it becomes. We're talking about the momentum that focus brings to something, and the life-giving enthusiasm and satisfaction that comes right along with it. We want to say to you that the reality that you want to call my reality, that you want to measure and count and compare and ensure and keep clean and hose off, that reality that you're enamored with, while it's a lovely thing and we enjoy your maintenance of it, we just want to say to you that it's like gum that all the flavor's been chewed out of. It once was more than it now is. And it once was more satisfying than it now is. And where all the action is, where all the juices are in your opening your valve to the receiving of the energy that is flowing toward what's coming next and next and next and next and next. So here's how it works. Life causes you to know what you don't want, so you know what you do want. So you send off these vibrational rockets of desire. Now, you usually aren't even aware that you're doing that. It's just a process of your focus, and knowing what you don't want automatically helps you to know what you do want. So you emit a vibration, whether you know that you are doing it or not. Your dog probably knows you're doing it. The little faker. So off goes this vibration into a vibrational reality. We wanted so much for you to accept the realness of this vibrational reality that we gave it the name the vortex. It's this spinning, collective, magnificent energy gathering mechanism, this vortex that gathers all of the cooperative components. So step one is, you've asked. Step two is source answers. But the answer always comes in vibrational form that you can't see or hear or smell or taste it, touch it first. So you don't want to make it the big deal that it is. It's such a big deal. This is evolution. This is creation in the making. This is what puts the eternalness in eternity. And this is your creating, just like you intended to do when you came forth into this physical body to begin with. This matters, and it matters a lot. And so here it is, this vibrational reality. Now, here comes the part that you must focus upon, and it's the reason that we are playing with you as we are in these days. We want you to consciously tune in to this vibrational reality, because it's big and it's magnificent and it's juicy and it's satisfying and it's evolving and it's expanding and it's becoming and it's turning into things. If you play it right, your vortex is turning into things, but the question is, are you in the receiving mode of it? Or are you standing there watching others tune in and saying, you little faker? Hey, how did you create that? Oh, I just followed my bliss. Oh, you little faker. Oh, why is life working so well for you? Oh, I'm just tuning into my vortex and I'm in the receiving mode and I find myself in the right place at the right time. Oh, you lucky little faker. Most of you don't realize that there really is something that you can tune into, that there is a path, there is a thought process that if you begin to listen, but we know that in the beginning it's hard for you because it's subtle, because it's non-physical energy. It's non-physical energy, it's non-physical thought, it's non-physical promptings, it's non-physical inspiration. It's not as loud as a see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it life that you want it to be. It's more subtle. You've got to tune yourself more acutely, more accurately, more specifically, which means you've got to tune out the clutter in order to hear this fine, clear vibration. So we've been talking to you like this for quite a long time. Esther's been roaming around, setting up chairs, asking you to come so that you could hear us tell you that you create your own reality, so that you can create your own reality on purpose, because doing it by default is no fun. And so here you are, understanding the laws of the universe, understanding that you are an extension of source energy, with the now ability, if you want to tune yourself to the frequency of who you are. And we know, friends, it's a very difficult thing and a lot for us to ask of you, to ask you to follow your bliss and to seek joy. But that is the only process. You just got to find a reason to feel good, even if now reality isn't showing it to you. Because now reality showed you something that caused you to ask for something better, and something better is already in the making and is available to you. You've just got to get into the receptive mode to receive it. So, the receptive mode of your source, or the receptive mode of a panicked world, the receptive mode of the high-flying disc, or the receptive mode of a low-flying disc. You can tell by how you feel, because your inner being is always on the high-flying disc. And if you choose any other disc, if you choose miserable disc, or angry disc, or disappointed disc, or fearful disc, or even hopeful disc, if you're not on that high-flying disc of love and appreciation and knowledge of who you are, you will feel the difference between you and you. And that's what your guidance system is all about. We've rambled on a little longer than we often do at the beginning of these gatherings, but we want you to hear the things we said to you today that have never been said to you before, because you are asking with greater clarity than ever before. We want you to decide today if you want to be happy ever after. We want you to decide today that you are the creator of your own reality, and that you've created a magnificent reality, and that you have access to it now. That things that are in the vortex, that have been in the pipeline ready to unfold, can unfold so quickly for you. And all the time that they are unfolding, you're putting more in the pipeline, and more 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 and more. And that's why your eternalness is assured, and insured. And it's why we get to live happily ever after as we play with you. We're eager to talk with you about the things you want to talk about. Don't worry about us. We will wedge our message in the crack. We want to help you feel where you are in relationship to what you want. And we want to show you how to contour your thoughts and your vibrations and your reception so that you can be on the immediate unfolding path of the things that you want. We are not ever going to be one of those who asks you to be patient, because we think patience is overrated. We're not asking you for patience. Patience is what someone would ask if you're miserable. Well, just stay in your misery and it'll get better. That's not what we're asking. We're asking you to go immediately to feeling better. We're not asking you to be patient, because we know in the immediately feeling better, now you're in the receiving mode, and now what you want will begin to unfold. And that's when life